Let's jump into problem 24A. We're working with a new thing called a pension worksheet. And this is just a helpful way to work through a pension. There's a lot going on with pensions. So if you sort of can organize your thoughts, this is one way to do it. You don't have to do this, but I think it will help. And in fact, it gets big and complex. We're just going to do kind of half of a pension worksheet now. And in future problems, we'll do the whole thing. Slocan Mining sponsors the defined benefit plan for its unionized workforce. The following information relates to the plan for the year ended December 31st, 2031. We're going to deal with how the obligation and how the assets of the pension change over the year. And it notes complete only the unshaded cells in the worksheet. The shaded cells will be addressed in subsequent problems. So we're basically doing half of this worksheet. And it says indicate whether each amount is a debit or credit. The other thing I'd caution you, your professor might not give you like headings and labels. They might not give you any of this. So just, use it with some caution. In future questions, I think I'll take away some of these labels. Okay, we got an opening balance in our pension obligation of 16 mil. And look at that, there's an opening balance, and we're really obsessed here with our pension obligation and assets and the net pension asset liability. By the way, when I see these top two lines, I always look at them. I just can't help but compare them, right? Our assets are 14.5 mil, our obligation 16 mil. It means we got an underfunded pension. We're underfunded by 1.5 mil. We have a net liability, aka underfunded, right? We don't have enough money socked away for our obligations. Okay, well, our obligation 16 mil, and obligations, of course, are liabilities, therefore a credit. Our assets 14.5 mil, and since they're assets, the default position is for them to be a debit. On net, where are we? Well, we are 1.5 mil underfunded. We're 1.5 mil on the credit side of the ledger. Okay, next line down, I just go down line by line. 5% discount rate. Why do they give us that? Well, because our obligations grow by 5% every year. They got discounted back at 5% a year. Now a year went by, we got to grow them back by 5%. What's 5% of 16 mil? What is it? 800K maybe? Let's go. It is 800K. So our interest cost is 800K. Now so that's the interest cost. That's the amount the obligation grows by. Now, what is that? On the obligation side or on the asset side? And the answer is it's on the obligation side. Our obligation grows by 800K. So 800K credit, right? It makes the obligation grow by 800K. The debit would go on the pension expense side when we get to it in our shaded area. Current service cost is another one where it grows our obligation. Your obligation gets bigger as a result of the employees working and earning another year's worth of pension here, 1.15 million. And of course, it's a credit on the obligation side, and it would be a debit in the pension expense when the time comes. Next problem, I think, 25A. Okay, so we've dealt with this one, we've dealt with this one, we've dealt with this one. Actual return on assets, 870. Well, what does that change? It changes your assets. Actual return on assets. Our assets grow by 870, so debit the asset to make them grow. Next up, let's see, where were we? Contributions remitted to the trustee. What does that do? Well, it's us putting money away to service the pension. The pension assets grow. These are contributions. 1.2 million debit to our assets. What about the benefits paid? Last one. Well, when we pay benefits, your obligation falls. So 900K debit to your obligation. And when you pay benefits, you pay them out of the plan assets, right? You don't pay them out of your own pocket. You put the money in trust or with the trustee. The trustee pays them, but your assets fall. So this is a 900K credit to our assets. That's it. So let's total this up. Now you can see this line total for journal entry. We'll worry about that when we fill in the gray side, the journal entry side of this beautiful template in the next problem. But let's add everything up. Let's add up our assets. 14.5 mil debit minus 900,000 credit plus 870 debit plus 1.2 million debit. We end up at 15,670. And of course, that's in thousands, so 15,670,000, and that is a debit. On the obligation side, we're going to add our credits, deduct debits, so 16 million credit plus 1150, 1.1 million, plus 800,000 minus 900,000, and we end up at 17,050. 17,050,000 credit. Okay, so I can see my obligation is bigger than my asset. My pension is underfunded, but by how much? 17,050 is how much I owe. 15,670 is the assets that counteract that. I'm at 1.38 million, 1380K credit. I'm still underfunded, but it is getting better, right? It was 1.5 million at the start of the year. It's 1.3 at the end. We're certainly trending in the right direction here. That's it for the problem. One more thing that would trend in the right direction if you'd hit the thumbs up button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. The next video in our series is right up here, and if you want a supercut of all of the videos in this series, that's the one down below.